I'm not sure. So I am just waiting to see if we are live. Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. Well, I say hello, everybody. There's like nobody on at the moment, but we are going to be on in a second. Just wait for everybody to join us. How are you all doing? These glasses, I need to take these off. I really need a haircut. Ugh. There's so much hair. So much hair. I'm just gonna hold on for a second. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me though? Okay. Oh dear. The side angle look is not a good look for me, but yes. Let's crack on. So I'm going to get the chat box up. There we go. So I can see what's going on. So there's going to be we're going to go through all my craft supplies. Well, actually, it's not my craft supplies, it's millinery supplies. So I'm going to go through all my supplies. I've got boxes of fabric here. I've got my drawers that I'm going to empty. This room is going to look absolute carnage. I mean, it currently already does, but that's fine. So what we are going to do, I say we a lot on this channel, and what I mean is what I am going to do. So I have my drink, which I know I shouldn't be, I don't know if I'm allowed to have alcohol on this channel. First of all, a little bit of housekeeping. I just want to say hello to Sophie and Georgina, who I know will be sat watching. So a big hello to you two. I hope you've been very well behaved for your mum. And if you're not, well, when I'm back in the UK, I'm going to come and see you and I'll tell you off myself. But I bet you've been two beautiful, good girls, and I forgot what I was about to say then, and you've been extremely good for your mum. So, moving on to fabric. So what I'm going to do is just quickly move this camera so we've got like a different setup. So I'm going to put the camera kind of here somewhere. So you can actually no, I'm probably going to put it in front so you can actually see what is on the table, so it's easier for me. So I'll be back in 1 second. Now you get to see all the magic. Right, is that stable? Nope. There we go. Yep. Can you actually hear me? If anybody's watching this, can you actually hear me? Just wanna. Yes. That's a bit bright, isn't it? What if I put some fabric in? No, that's not what. Okay, cool. Right. So I'm learning a lot about streaming, so I don't quite know what's going on. But I hope this audio is coming through, because if you can hear this, please can you just put a note in chat or something and tell me that you can hear this. But I want to go through loads of different things, so let's just oh, hello, bud. Right, so fabric first of all, and I was actually gifted this fabric from a good friend of mine who saw this and thought of me, and I mean it's so beautiful. Thanks, Holly. This is gorgeous. I mean, the reason why I've not used this fabric is because I've got no idea what I'm going to do. The only thing is, do you not think that these look a bit like, you know, something or another? But other than that, this is, I mean, it wasn't probably meant for that, but that's what it reminds me of. So, yeah, I mean, if I can find something for this, then obviously I will use it, but I just don't want to like cut into it until I found something for it. But it's, you know, it's very me with all the shine and everything. And I love the sort of like bright colours of the pink and the green. I love this. The blue's fine, but this is definitely like my kind of colour combo. So very much into this. Next up, we have, this is just regular like bridal tulle. Nothing really much to say about this apart from, well, it's just bridal tulle, really. It's a lot softer than, if anybody saw the live stream I did with the Neon Dreams one, this is like a softer, more like ethereal net than the hard net I was using in that tutorial, not a tutorial, that live stream. Don't worry, we've got plenty to come. This is some, oh, look at, oh, it's inside out as well. Oh, look at this. Oh. So this is some handprint sequined net that I got from Spotlight, I think, in Australia, a while ago now. And in fact, I paid, so it was $25 a metre, and I got, how much did I get? Half a metre. Once again, this is another one of those fabrics that I'm like, what do I do with this? It's really pretty and all that, but like, what do I actually do with this? I was thinking of like maybe cutting them out and using them as appliques, or maybe cutting them out and then wiring them. So let me see if I can show you what I mean. like that on top of that one, yeah, like backing them on each other and then wiring them and having them as like a dual-sided leaf. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this, so if anybody's got any suggestions, please let me know. Please let me know. But I do love this one. It's definitely one to watch, one to use. Now going into this. Oh, I love this. I got this. This was I'm not sure where I got this from, to be honest with you, but I picked it up somewhere online, and I was gifted a gift card for a fabric store, but I can't remember which one it was. And they had this, and it had like at this end here, it had like more coming this way, which was just a plain mat. So this was supposed to be like the bottom of the fabric. But if you look, you can see like each strip is kind of, it's like turned over. Oh. And once again, like I've yet to find a use for this. One thing I was thinking is, like, you know, using it as like round the brim of a hat, like the crown area. But yeah, I mean, this particular colour, it's looking a little quite vibrant blue, but it's more of a grey blue. And it's not necessarily a tone I would usually work for. I thought it was going to be more of an aqua blue, but it actually turned out to be more like this grey blue. So yeah, this is definitely something I've had for a while, and I've yet to find the right use for. So yeah, that's this one. Then we have, I've got to put all these away later. Then the generic pink Lurexy mesh, which I have no idea why I picked this up. However, now I'm looking at this would definitely go well with my kind of spring summer 21 that I was thinking. So you might see this again in this video, because I've got a box of all my materials to put together for spring summer 21, so I'll just pop that in there. We'll move on. This was another one that I picked up when I was in Australia last time. Oh, look. Oh, this is just beautiful. It reminds me of ice cream with sprinkles. It reminds me of mint ice cream with sprinkles. That's what this reminds me of. And yet again, like it's not delicate enough to use for something which is kind of fashion. This is definitely something that you would use more costumey, or for somebody who really doesn't care, wants something like really out there. Because you know, so the way I'm looking, if I'm looking here, if I'm pulling that together, you know, it's got some really nice creasing. It's got, you know, a bit of reflection. It's got a bit of draping, and I think, you know, that on top of like a beret, you know, would give you something quite, I don't know, something different to what you usually get. So I'm very much loving this. So this is another one that I just need to find the right, just the right thing to use this on. I have a thing for neon, and this is, I bought this recently, and this is like a peach Fail, F-A-L-L-E. I don't know how to pronounce that. But it's not peach in colour, it's kind of like a peach feeling. And this is definitely, I've got ideas for this. Like I want to do some draping with this again. I saw something, I think it was the Dior exhibition. I think it was the Dior exhibition where he'd done, or was it the Valentino? I think it was the Valentino one at the Somerset House. And there was something where he'd done these tiny little pin tucks in this fabric. Oh, it was just, I mean, they were tiny. And you know, it kind of snaked and, oh, it was beautiful. So, obviously I've got some fabric to try and give me something to use that idea, but this is a really nice one as well. The colour's just exactly what it's like, a soft neon. I don't know if you can call it a soft neon, but it is a soft neon. So I need to look after this fabric a bit better. Then we have, oh my god, it's so orange off camera. Look, put it there, it's like so bright. This is another recent addition. So this is it's like a sheer neon. It said chili, so I thought it was going to be red. Turned out to be like a soft, like a neon orange. This is definitely another one that is like, you know, maybe these two together. Can you imagine? Like, maybe that underneath that. Oh god, no, definitely no. But like intertwined, I think that would look really nice. Something like that. You know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's definitely my cup of tea though. So yeah, so we have this one. Oh my god, I have so much fabric. Like, it is untrue. Just put that to one side. Then this is a soft, it's like a pineapple coloured cotton organdy, but it's like a soft organdy. So I'm very much into I've always been into my fabrics, but recently I'm very much into my fabrics. I think I want to kind of get back into making my own patterns again, and that might actually, everybody's doing online courses at the moment, so everyone's doing online courses at the moment, so I'm thinking of doing like a couple of courses myself. So if you are interested, let me know. I was thinking of one of them being doing like pattern cutting, so using your blocks to make patterns. So that's, you know, I'm glad I've got all this fabric to sort of like practice with that. But yes, this is another one. I thought it was going to be stiffer when I got it, to be honest with you, but it's quite soft and pliable. But yeah, I mean, you know, you can see how things, you know, it's like if that was like on the hat, you know, draped really nicely. I'm not showing the best draping technique there, but you can see, well, I hope you can see, and if you can't see, then, well, I'm just hearing my Facebook messages coming through, and I can't read them in time, so yes. Then we have, what else do we have? Oh, this is like a tacky, like, tacky red tulle with like a sequin attachment to it. Oh, but tell you something, it sheds its glitter so much. It sheds this so much. But this, like, you know, I can imagine like just sitting on top of the head with a little bit of a veil at the front, so the face would be here, and then it kind of tucked up, and like making into like some sort of like sculptural fabric ness of tulle. I mean, I don't know if you can see it. There is so much glitter on my hands from that, just from that one. My poor boyfriend seriously puts up with so much from me. Then we have these, which is so this I believe is paper. So you have that in the orange, and I've also got it in the black as well. And this I believe is it's a paper thing. It's from Be Unique in Australia, and it's a paper waffle fabric. So you would basically like block this over a shape to give it sort of like something. So if I will use the black for now, so let's put all this back. So we'll use this for example. So you would block this over that, and it gives you like a really, really, really nice look. It's not very, I mean, technically, it's not fabric, so it's not like, there's not a bias as such, but there is kind of a slight stretch on the bias there. There's not a lot of stretch this way or that way, but there's definitely sort of like a bias stretch on this, which I've yet to play with this properly, but I've had a little bit of play with this, and I very much like that. So what else have we got in here? Oh no, that's next. So that's not all my fabric, because I've actually stored a lot at home. I'm just going to have a drink. Yeah, I've stored a lot already at home, and poor Grant has to deal with it. Right, so what I'm showing you now is all my fabric and samples and everything for my 21 collection. I was thinking of it, so you've seen this already. I have like mats, which these are actually like mats from like table mats. It's very funny, right? But this was the best colour pink I was trying to find. I wanted like a really baby pink sort of red. So I've got this. We have. I love this. Oh, this is everything. It's neon. It's not neon. It's iridescent. It holds its shape, but it's still fluid. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I love anything with an iridescent. It's got that blue, it's got the green, it's got the pink, it's got the purples. Gorgeous. Which goes really well with this ginseng. Now, this silk, it's not ginseng, sorry, Silkabaca is from, this is a Be Unique Silkabaca, which I'm kind of playing around with. I've got like, I think I've got like half a metre. Is that a metre? I think that's half a metre. And this, I love working with this. It's got that nice sheen. Yeah, this is beautiful to work with. Beautiful. Then I'm going to keep this here. I've had this in my stash for a long time. It's a purple shot, like, I don't know what it is. It's kind of a bit like a silk, but it's not silk, so it's like a fake silk, which goes really well with this. So as you can see, these are like the main colours of what I'm thinking for 21. Purples and iridescent and teals, maybe a little bit of nude. This is a nude mesh. It's a bit like what would I say? Feels like tights material, like a nylon type thing. What else have I got in here? This, which I tried to dye myself and it didn't work. I have yellow. This is a yellow crystal organza, and it's quite stiff. It holds its shape really well. It gives, instead of like when some fabrics give like nice curves like this. This one doesn't. Let me just move all this fabric out of the way because we're getting fabric overload here. Yeah, so we've got this. Whereas this, when you kind of gather it, it gathers quite angular. I don't know if you can see that. What do you think? Like, I don't know. I think this is one of the colours which is kind of when I've got all my fabrics together. It's one that stands out, but not necessarily for the right reasons. I also have this, which is a chiffon. Oh, I love that word, chiffon. This is like a bright sunset yellow chiffon, very sheer, as you can see, quite sheer. Gives that nice draping, because I'm thinking quite heavily at draping for summer 21, like a mermaidy, iridescent, hollow space thing. Yeah, I need to narrow things down. So we have this. What else do we have? Ooh, I've just dropped the. This is a navy. Now it's shown up as black, but it is actually navy. This is a navy, like an organza. Once again, quite voluminous. It holds its shape with a drape. Needs a steam because of all the thing, but yeah, I've got that. More green. This is, I don't know what this is, but it feels like a nylon. It doesn't feel like a natural fabric. This is something that I'm like, okay, what can I do with this? I'm not too sure this is going to work in this particular collection, but you know, we might need a bit of green. Those two work together. Those two kind of work together as a nice contrast. So, you know, it's all about, the whole point is to play around and see. Oh, more yellow. No, I don't know what this is. Don't know where it's from, but I do kind of like this. It's kind of a little bit more of a darker yellow. It's kind of very sheer. In fact, it's probably the sheerest of all of them, really. I think this is a. I don't know. I wouldn't like to know. I wouldn't like to hazard a guess. But yeah, this is another one that I'm kind of like, what do I do with? Then I have some crystal net. So this is like a net in like, it's not quite pastel. I've got some more in a second, which I'll show you. This is a very, very translucent netting with holographic stars all over it. I've got quite a fair bit of this as well, so yeah, I need to use this somehow. And then we have this one, which I've kind of already started working with, trying to kind of turn it into some sort of like a dream of genie, sort of bridal veil type thing. It's this is more pastel effect that I was trying to go for. And if you look, you might be able to see like it's got like sparkles as well. So we love this. So that's basically, and neon. Oh. Why is that? It's that neon is glowing. There you go. Some neon tube. This is a crin tube. And I've got this from Petershams in the UK. I love this tube. In fact, it's so bright, it's going white. Yeah, so that's all my fabric for, it's all my fabric that I put together for my 21 collection. Working title to be confirmed. Let me just move all this to one side before we carry on. So if you are listening, if you are watching, say hi in the comments or in the chat box, say hello, tell me where you're from. Right, so that is box 2 done. So we'll put you there. Oh, does anybody like this fan by the way? Now it's probably coming up back to front on, let me just, oh no it's not, because I'm watching, this was like a leaving gift from one of our friends who, yeah, we love this one. Right, so we're now going to go into this box. Now, I just want to, did my address pop up there? No, it didn't, it's fine. Right, so let's see, what do we have? So this is going to like the proper millinery stuff now. So we have a bit more, this is a silk bucket in red. I think I've got 1/2 metre there. Yeah, probably 1/2 metre. This is really good for like just curling around, curving. I mean, you know, 1/2 metre. I'm not suggesting you do this, but like, there you go. You've got a hat kind of already made. Like, I mean, you know, give that a turn out there, and you've got a hat already made, just like that. Just like that. This is so simple to work with. It's expensive, but it's really simple to work with. See you later, Holly. Bye. I'm going to go through this later. I have, so this is the same thing, but I've got like I've got it in like this leaf green, which I'm loving this colour. What else do we have in this box? We have a couple more table mats. This time I've got them in blue. These are going to be used in an upcoming video, so keep your eyes peeled for that. This is like a raffia. I don't know if it's a raffia, but it's definitely a woven cape line that I got in the Mrs. Claus stash. So if you're watching this when it's not live, I'll link it now. So let me just grab a pen because I need to make a note of that. This is Claus stash 3330. So we have this, love. This was something I've got in my Christmas countdown. So this is a boater. This is like a gold, as you can see. It's like a straw boater, but it's stitched round and round and round, so lovely. You know, I don't know where I got this. I think this was the Christmas countdown as well. This was the Christmas countdown. This one is, I've had this about a year now, and I haven't used it. It's a cinema, so it's cinema at the bottom, and it's got this like, I think it's cinema pattern at the top, and I don't use it. It's not my thing usually, but I don't know, maybe if I could block it all in one, it'd make a nice summer hat. I don't know. So this is definitely something I'm not just there. It's like, how do I stiffen this top bit? I'm not too sure. Yeah, so this as well. This is like an oversized, like hip. It's massive, like a paper Visca. I think it's called a Visca. I could be wrong. Like usually I would source all my names and everything in videos, but when you're doing live, you kind of got to remember these things. So you have this, and then getting to the piece where there's this box. So this is a peach bloom. Is it fur? Is it real fur? No, it's not. And this is in neon yellow. It's huge, like it's massive. You could get 3 fascinators out of this easily. And I got this in my Christmas countdown as well. I still haven't used it. Sorry, Michelle. Sorry, Fiona. I daren't. I need to find the right thing to use this with. So we have that. And then, love this one. So this is a fur felt neon piece. And I actually turned this into a hat without doing anything with it for Hat Week last year. I basically turned the brim up and then I put a bit of crin in and did it over and it looked really nice. Definitely statement piece. There we go. You know, I'm not saying this is how you should do things, but you know, straight away, this is how easy it is to use felts. You know, you're just freeform blocking. Love this. What time now? 37. We've been streaming 37 minutes. That is fine. We've still got like a few things to look at. So next, this fell out of my box. So this is this is just gorgeous. It even comes with some film to protect it. It's like I don't know how, it's like a nylon, wet look nylon. This is definitely getting used in my collection. How? I have no idea. It's an absolute nightmare. Because the reason why it's got this is because it will stick to itself over time, and it messes around with things. So love this though. Like, and I have a bunch. Okay, got a meter, well, a little bit less, just less than a meter of this. Oh, how nice does that look though? Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Right, let's just wrap that up. There's one viewer, don't know who that is. Well, just one, so that's fine. I don't know who that one is. Whoever it is, say hi. Next, we are looking at beads and sequins. These are some of my favourite things in the world. Just get some more. I have too many. Right. So, this is my collection of beads with sequins. We're going to go over them, starting with sequins. So, I hope that you can see these on camera. These are some like iridescent, you call them paillettes? I think you would call them paillettes. Can you see? Oh, hello. Not necessarily the easiest for this bright light. I've had these a while, and I have them in like a neon, not a neon, a metallic aqua and metallic pink. What else have we got? Like a gold holographic and silver holographic, just like that. What else in there? That's all I have for that personally. However, I am looking at getting like a punch cutter, and I've got lots of film which you'll see in about 10 minutes, which you can actually make your own sequins from. A few more. These are some vintage ones. So I have like a packet of like leaves. I haven't opened these yet, so yet to use them. And then we've got, these are some vintage ones from Peterson's. Look like that. It's like a nice royal metallic blue. Here's a similar one in pink. And this has got just like a little bit more of a curve to it. So we have that as well. That's also what was from Peterson's. I don't know if it's still on there. And then these are kind of like noodles. They're called noodles, like third of a circle noodle things. I'm definitely using these in Summer 21 for sure. Flatbacks. Everybody loves a good crystal. So these are some cheap ones. So I still have them. These are a selection of like all my different crystals. So this is like a topaz that I used in a hat for. There's a Trixie Metal hat. That shouldn't be in there. That should be in there. This is just like, I've had these ones years. I actually bought these when I made the year before I made my final collection. So I've actually had these a very long time. These are, what colour are these? Doesn't say, but look at that shine. Oh, gorgeous. Not sure what colour they are, but once again, I've got and then these are like an AB finish on them. They've got like a iridescent finish to them. Don't know if you can see that, but yeah. I mean, I've got a bag of beads here which I've looked at but I've not used yet, and I want to go through these. These are some of the newer ones from Swarovski. So let's go through these. Oh my god, Johnny got way too many. So these are some bicone beads. This is a metallic light gold from Swarovski, so it's shiny, but it's not like reflective shiny. What are these? These are, don't know, but I've got these and I need to find somewhere to use them. This is a bag from Blue Street Beads. It's like what do you call it? Monochromatic mix. The generic white crystals that everybody has, loves and uses. These are some in fuchsia. And then these are actually fuchsia again, but these are raviolis. And if you look, let me see if I can take one out. Raviolis are different. Like if you're stitching beads down, you don't want to use these because if you look, they're on the back. They've got that. It's got nowhere to stitch. It's like an actual diamond, so to speak. And you actually would put these into like a fitting, or you can use like this cerulean, this like clay that hardens, and you just pop them in. But look, they shine so beautiful. Let me put them away. What else have we got? So put you in there. Swarovski pearls. So now Swarovski also do pearls. So I have, clearly, obviously I've got my neon. I also have them like a pale. So this is a pastel yellow. I've got quite a few of those in the pastel yellow. So I might actually end up using these ones in my collection as well. I don't know yet, I haven't quite decided. Next up, these, if you're bougie, so this is from Blue Street Crystals, and this is, you may have, if you're a long time viewer, you may have seen these already. Look, oh my god, I think, can you actually see it? Is this too bright? Let me have a look. Can I just see if this is sparkling? Is it sparkling? Oh, yeah, I saw sparkle. Yeah. Oh, just... I know you can get cheaper, not cheaper, less expensive, like kosher ones. I just, there's something about Swarovski. And then this is just some generic. So what's this? This is Crystal AB. Oh, I dropped one. Just Crystal AB flatbacks. Oh, that's just divine. Love those. Love those. Probably need to get some more. I'm running low on these. And then these are some that I've ordered very recently. So I'll go you through. Right, so these are flatbacks, and we'll go through them in a second. So this pack here is, right, so that's 14833. This is a 14837. So this is the Bicone 3mm in yellow opal. Oh my god, these bags are tiny. So let's... Can you see that? Just really, it's kind of yellow with like... It says opal, it's kind of like a shimmer finish on the outside. So I seem to have two of those. I don't think I wanted to get two. 14826. Okay. So these are the 4mm in cyclamen opal. Can you see them there? Shine bright like a diamond. I can't sing. I think I've established that many times. Then we have, what's this one? 14812. So this is the 6mm in iris. So the larger they are, the more they sparkle, but that's because there's more surface area. This is just a... Oh my god. I can't get them back in. They're stuck to my fingers. Ah! there we go. These are, so all these ones I'm showing you, these new ones I'm showing you, are the new ones for, not these ones, but these ones are 21 innovation from Swarovski. So this one is 16, this is the Iris AB. So basically they're similar to this one, just with an AB finish. What an AB finish is like an Oreo Boreas, I've said that wrong, and it gives it like more of an iridescent finish on the outside. So you kind of get lots of different tones. And look there. So for me, personally, I prefer anything with an AB finish or an iridescent finish. 14820. So this is going back to the opal one. So this is a rosewater opal finish. They're really pretty. That's a really nice colour. I don't think this is like coming up on camera very well, but oh man, they are stunning. Don't come from a Juno Birch, like stunning is a word. What else have we got? We have 14832. So this is the Bicon 6mm in Chrysolite Opal, and so it doesn't have that AB finish, but it does have like an iridescent finish to it. So that's that one. Don't know why I bought these in different sizes. Usually I buy them in like bigger sizes. What's this one? Well, this is the same, but this is just the 4mm one, so it's the same colour, it's just slightly smaller. Then we have Crystal AB. Oh, in cubes. This is like a cube version. It's just like a bead, but in a cube. Oh, I just love that. I just love that. Yeah. So that's this one. And then we're getting to my favourites. So these came out a couple of years ago, and I've been meaning to get my hands on them, and I completely forgot. So this is are these a glow in the dark? Let me just see. Let's check this out. Where's that light switch gone? No, they are not glow in the dark. I think they're UV though. I think they are UV. Right. So this is the Crystal Electric Blue flatback. So this is the SS16. This is 3.9mm. I always get the no hot fix ones because I think you can actually place them down and then eat a lot easier. So we have these are going to go everywhere. Oh, don't you? Oh, I knew that would. These are also a nightmare to keep on top of. So yeah, they come in different colours. So you've got the blue, you got, this is a electric yellow, a little bit more on the neon side. And then we have a, what colour, this is an electric orange. I don't know, you might be able to see it. Then obviously the Crystal Electric green, the pink, and then it even comes in like a peach, which I thought was slightly odd, but yeah, we're loving that one. So that is my new batch of, oh, found a random. Where has it gone? Where have you gone? I feel like I'm wearing now. Yeah, today's been a bit of a stressful day, so I apologise if I'm wittering on. Next, veiling and flowers. So I have these. So this was a big flower that I received in my Christmas countdown on YouTube. Love this one. This is from Petersham's. And that same countdown, I also received this as well, which is really nice. I think those them colours together work really well. Obviously, because the fabrics are slightly different, it doesn't work, and the flowers are obviously different. But these are like one of my favourite colour combos. I have had these a while. These aren't necessarily flowers, but they are petals, I suppose. And they're just been in my stash, and I've not really known what to do with them. So I have them. They're waiting for me to use them somehow. This was a recent thing, so I got this from. Where did I get this from? This was Be Unique. So, and this is it's like a sequin flower. So I have yet to find a home for this. Veiling. Love this veiling. So this was veiling that I put onto my one of my hats, and I've taken it off for storage. This is veil which was to go on a hat, so it's a blue veil with crystal details. I think you can see that, and obviously like wire, was it pipe cleaner type thing to give that effect. And then what else have I got? Oh, this was something that I received in my Christmas countdown as well. So this is a pink veiling with red chenille spots. Now I know Petersham's do sell the chenille things, so you can actually take any veiling. So I've got some pink here, and you could put any colour chenille you want on top of it. So if you wanted to put like a black on this or a purple, all you do is just cut off a tiny little bit, just chip tiny little bit, and then just bend it around. That's all basically this is veiling with a bit of chenille. Okay, in the sort of like layman's terms, that's all it is. You can get some really nice stuff which costs a bit more, and depending on the actual veiling itself, because like something like this is like a hexagonal veiling. Well, it's not, but it's if you compare it against like this, for example, this is quite a stretched diamond. I thought this was hexagonal. It's not. It looks hexagonal, but it's there we go. It's a lot more uniform. It's a sort of like crossover line, whatever that may be. And this I've had a couple of years now, a fair few years, and I just didn't use it because it wasn't necessarily the cheapest. But I do like it. I do like the colours. They're just not necessarily my colours, so I might change the colours of this. Might, don't know. Then we have a bit of brown veiling. It's been on my stash for a very long time. I haven't found any use for it yet, so hopefully I will at some point. So I'll put the veiling back. I'm going to need to clean my drawers after this again. I cleaned them very recently for my 10 things to do during the lockdown. What else? Ooh, ribbons. I love this drawer. and I think you will as well. I'm definitely going to need to clean my drawer after this. So this is like my stash of like ribbons and trims and things like that. There's four of you watching, so somebody say hi, because I can't see any of the in the chat, so I don't know who's watching. So so in the next drawer down we have a bit more. This is more like a stiff tool as opposed to a bridle, and I've got it in the black as well. I don't quite know what to do with this, but I'll find a use for it, I suppose. Then we have, so if anybody saw my Hat Week exhibition entry last year, this was the ribbon that I used. So it's a Grosgrain ribbon, it's quite shiny, it's I think it's 1.5 inches or just over an inch. I'm not too sure. This was the ribbon that I used, and I actually have quite a bit of it. I actually got this online because I needed a lot. So, hi, Mr. Heinrich. Say this one, Tom. The usual Petersham's ribbon. These are not Petersham ribbon or Grosgrain ribbon. This is from Be Unique, so I got that very recently. What else have we got? This was in my... What was this from? Why have I got... This was from Christmas Countdown as well. So it's like... I've got it in red somewhere. Is it here? No, I don't think so. Anyway. So this is like a ribbon. It's like a sequin ribbon there, so you can see it. I've got it in red, so the sequin's in red. So I have this. Yet once again, this is like sort of the sort of trim where I'm like, I'm not too sure what to do. It'd be quite good for like edging, so you could bend it over. Can you see that there? Oh no, is it? Come on. No. Well, I have this. And then, this. So this was another Christmas Countdown thing as well. So this is like a faux leather iridescent, I don't know, biker chic thing. I actually have a whole card of this in black somewhere, and once again I've just yet to find the right thing for this, because these are they're quite loud, I think so, even for me. So yeah, I mean they're beautiful, but I just don't know what to do with them. So if you've got any suggestions, leave them in the comment box. This is just this ribbon is from Petersham's. This is like just a it's got a few sequins on it. It's really pretty. It's a bit more demure than what I'm usually into, but I have that. Some velvet ribbon. So this is really soft. I used this in my 80s colour block headpiece. So if you, at the end of this, you want to see that, it's on my page. So I had that, and I have like a reel of just plain white version. I think this is this is not softer. This is a bit more rougher. Yeah, can you see that? But yeah, I just handy to have, I suppose. Then, I love this. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. And this is another thing, like, I daren't use this. I just daren't. Don't know why. I don't want to cut into it. It's got like a moire effect, I believe it's called. So, yeah. This is my ribbons. What else have we got? Oh, yeah, this is my odds and sods drawer. I'm starting to get overwhelmed with everything. So I've got an order in with Peterson's, but obviously because Peterson's is in Australia, is in the UK, and I'm in Australia. It's taken its while to come, so I don't have that. And the things I would have ordered from an Australian supplier, but I need it for something specific, so I knew the colours. So I'm waiting on more cinema coming, but I do have some basket weave cinema or checkered cinema, I think it's called. I'm not fully sure. This was a bit of a cut off from the Colour Block 80s headpiece, but I keep all my scraps because this would, you know, you could use this for binding. There's loads of things that you could use this for. So, Mr. Heinrich, this is why we keep our scraps, because it can be used. We're trying to be zero waste. Trying. A bit more tubular. I was thinking of doing a class with tubular, so if you are interested, let me know. Oh, look at this. So this is like a glitter fabric from Peterson's. This is divine. Like, this is gorgeous. I think that what I probably need to do is buy loads of this and just have it as a back panel. What do you think? This is just, it's really, this actually, I used this in black in one of my very first videos. It was black and gold cosmic head pillbox, influenced by the space or something, I can't remember, but I used this but in black. It's quite hard to work with, but once you get used to it, it's not so bad. But it is quite hard to work with if you've never worked with it before. It's because it's on like on a canvas and there's like a layer of glue or something, so just be aware of that. Then I have, this is going to like throw the white balance off so hard, but look, oh my god. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's like stretched neon fringe malarkey. I got this on sale recently. Lincraft was closing one of their stores in Australia, and I went just before the lockdown and I bought fabric, and this was something that I got from them. I don't know what to do with this. I just don't know what to do with this. So if you have any ideas on what to do with it, please let me know. And if you are watching and you've got this far and where's it? What's happened there? And you want to say hello, just say neon in the chat box. Just neon. Don't put in capitals because it will block it. I just want to see who loves neon as much as me. Oh, it's just lush, absolute lush. And I think that's most of my stash. Now I do have a lot more in storage, so when I go back to the UK in a year or so, then I might do this again, but with all of my stash. Hold on there for a second, because I'm just gonna go back to the. Oh no, I can go like this, can I? Hello, everybody. That is not a good look. Angle there, that's better. So yeah, that was my stash. I do have more, but I think I've got to go in a second because I've been streaming for 1 hour and 10. Thank you very much for everybody that's been watching. Oh, I've just had an idea. This is how my brain works. Like, I can never... Right, let's just tie it. Like that. Oh, ooh. Oh no, what's going on there? It looks quite wiggy, to be fair. You don't really want... That's kind of nice though. I don't think anybody would want to wear it, but I think it would look nice in a fashion magazine, paper magazine maybe. Definitely not Vogue. Vogue wouldn't want anything like this. But yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, did anybody notice that white balance change? Watch. So the background is now dark, and it now changes. Weird. Anyway, thank you very much. Start again. Thank you to everybody watching. I will see you all next week for another live stream. I've got a video coming out tomorrow. Let me put my glasses on because I can't see. You can't see me now. I have a video coming up tomorrow, so check out that. It'll be dropping at 8 o'clock Australian time, which will be 11 AM UK time. So that's coming out. I have a special announcement to make. I think I'm doing it. I think I'll be dropping an announcement Monday, so look out for that announcement then. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.